You don't have to follow an exact training plan while you're on the road, but that doesn't mean you have to do nothing and just lounge around and lay around in the sun 24/7. While you're traveling, you can move in fun and creative ways while you're on the road. So for me, Hilton Head, I mean, a lot of it's just baked into the trip. So we did plenty of golfing out in the heat, so burned a ton of calories doing that. On the beach, so you can do some swimming, I did some walking, running on the beach, some biking, a lot of spikeball that was played. And so I think that's the nice part of, especially in the summer, a lot of trips, there's a lot of activity just built into it and being outside more, and whether that's hiking or, whatever it is, I think there's a lot you can just naturally do while on the road. For me personally, I don't like to do a ton of lifting while I'm on the road. Again, back when I was traveling with different sports teams as a strength coach, I would try to maintain somewhat of a routine, but it's tough when you don't really know what you're going to get in a hotel weight room, and you can certainly still get a good body weight workout in or dumbbell workout in. But for me, I just didn't find it to be very productive. And so I started just relying on other forms of exercise instead of strength training. One, again, just because, not having my usual equipment and routine, and didn't want to worry about programming while on the road, and would kind of waste time just trying to figure stuff out instead of having a plan going in like I normally do. So that's one reason. And then two, it's kind of a nice built-in break from my normal routine of doing, a lot of the same strength training and sprinting and plyometrics and Olympic lifts, all that good stuff. It's kind of a built-in deload for me, if you will. I don't do a lot of deloads naturally on my own. I kind of just rely on travel, trips, just allow life to be the deload, if you will. I think that's what I found to work best, just built into it. And so I don't do a lot of strength training on the road. So if nothing else, like on those trips where maybe it wasn't summer or wasn't a destination, not a lot of time outside, if nothing else, my favorite fallback is just there's always going to be an elliptical somewhere. So just doing a elliptical for 60 minutes, zone 2, keeping heart rate like 125 to 145, just good old steady state. If there's no elliptical, on a treadmill, doing some incline walks or walking outside, or just a bike, whatever it is, just more steady state, if nothing else. For the summer, though, again, it's just a way to get different types of exercise in that I normally don't get to do. So, like Hilton Head, spike ball was built into it. Played 2+ hours of spike ball one day. Did some walking and jogging, running intervals while on the beach in the morning. And, normally I don't do a lot of like long distance running, but again, this is a time to do exercise types of training that I don't normally do. For me, I don't run typically just because I have so much pounding already between plyometrics, running, jumping, Olympic lifts, all that stuff. And so it just doesn't really fit with my routine, but I still enjoy doing it on occasion. And so did some running one morning, and I think I ran/walked, just some intervals, would run when I was feeling good. And I went like 2 miles out, and towards the end of that, felt my feet starting to get torn up a little bit from, I think, just a blend of the sand, being barefoot, and like the salt from the water. So had to make an audible and found there's a bunch of bike shops in the area. And so I found a 2-day rental for a little bike you could take on the beach. And so I resorted to, hey, instead of walking, running, we're just going to do some biking in the mornings. And so did some like 60 to 75 minute bike rides in the morning, just steady state. And it was really cool. Again, I don't do a lot of biking in my normal routine, but when the opportunity presents itself and you get to do it on a beach next to the ocean with a beautiful sunrise, just beautiful scenery, it makes it a pretty cool experience. And so again, wasn't ideal or what I totally expected, but just again, a fun way to do other types of exercise and cardio that you don't normally do, whether that's built into the trip itself. If it's like hiking or camping, obviously you're going to burn more calories than you do in your normal everyday life, but it's just a time to explore, have fun, enjoy movement, enjoy being outside more than you probably normally are. And if it is, winter or not to a destination, just finding a fallback on either keeping some semblance of your normal routine or just finding a time to focus on a weak area or do something else, working on cardio or working on body weight exercises or ISO. So plenty of opportunities to just move around and again, give your body a break from its usual routine, use it as a built-in deload, but yeah, just a fun way to move and stay active in some different ways rather than just being a bum the whole time. Again, it's a balance. You can give yourself some grace. You don't have to punish yourself to make up for all the food you're eating, which we'll get into next. But just yeah, just giving yourself grace, but also still finding a way to get a good sweat in a little bit every day.